Alright, the new game mode is here. It's ULTRON'S Battle Matrix Protocol. First, you gotta put your team together. They give you like a random selection of heroes that you can choose from. And you put your team together, of course, you know, you can choose whatever team composition you want. Then you get to choose some power-up cards. And eventually you have this little game board that you can place your heroes on. And you can just arrange your whole team the way you think is the best way for you to fight the enemy. Here I went with healers in the back, 2 ranged DPS all the way back, all the way in the corners, and the tanks in the front. And this was a really fast fight. We won super fast. And honestly, with this team setup, I actually won almost all my matches. I only started losing at the end when I had a really strong opponent that apparently had a better team composition than I had. Something someone told me is when it comes to these power-up cards, I should just always choose the purple ones that say you get a bonus for each type of hero that you have in your group. So I went and got all of them until I basically went over cap. You can apparently only have 40 of one type. So I went like all out and I gathered all these purple cards that I could. And it made me really strong. And with this group layout, I actually really I won like pretty much all my fights up until the end. And then I got absolutely steamrolled. But it's very interesting having to pick from a random selection of heroes, choosing the best ones that you think are going to perform the best, and then figuring out where they have to be placed. And in my opinion, the way I did it here with the 2 ranged DPS, and that's a key factor, having 2 ranged DPS, putting them all the way in the corner so they're as far away from the enemy as possible, and they can just shoot and do damage without being bothered. Then having 2 healers all the way in the back too, right next to those DPS, so that also they can just heal and be safe in the back. And then the 2 tanks in the front, they can just duke it out with the rest of the enemy team. This seems to work fairly well, but I'm sure this is not a guarantee for like a win every time. And so you just play all these rounds and you have different opponents that basically play these rounds by themselves and against other people, and then eventually they're going to fight you, and then they're going to fight other people again. And when you lose, your character actually takes damage. Like the Ultron guy in the middle, you take damage. You lose some health, and once your health reaches 0, the game is over for you. And I don't know if there's like a maximum amount of rounds that this game can go, but it looks like this game just goes on until everyone except the last person dies. So basically just the last man standing. So there's 6 people per match, but the top 3 players in that match count as winners and the bottom 3 count as losers. So even if you come in as 3rd or 2nd, it's still considered a win. Also, I've been told that the team up abilities that you can have in the normal game also exist in this game mode. I didn't know that when I was playing, so I played without team up abilities, but of course it makes sense for team up abilities to exist. Next time I'm definitely going to put together a nice group that has some team ups. Outside of that, there's not much to it. These matches can be very long. They can easily be 30 to 40 minutes depending on how long it takes for people to just die and, you know, for the last 2 people to fight against each other until someone is knocked out. The footage you're watching right now, that is a 37-minute fight. So that took a while, but it's fairly entertaining. So if you're into this kind of strategy game, I think you should definitely check out this game mode. So this game mode's only going to be available for like 3 weeks on like 3 weekends. So Monday through Thursday, you're not going to be able to play this, but Friday through Sunday, this game mode's going to be available. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. And also, if you figure out any really cool strats, do let me know in the comments below. And do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this kind of content. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.